We need to warn you that this next story is intense and may not be suitable for some viewers. Kyungla reports from one of the hardest hit areas.
In Japan's disaster, there are too many dead to have a proper funeral. 16-year-old Hiroki Sugawara is underneath this blanket. His parents and two brothers drove his body to the emergency shelter, the best farewell they could offer in the wake of the tsunami. Don't give up hope, Hiroki's father tells his friends. Keep living for my son. These children have already lost two of their friends. Hiroki is the third. He wasn't at school that day, which sits high above his neighborhood. Crews pulled his body from the rubble. 16-year-old Takuma Kino played soccer with Hiroki. I've lost my best friend Hiroki, he says. Hiroki died young. He should have lived a long life. Life has been cut short all across Rikuzen Takata, one of the hardest hit towns in the tsunami zone. Search crews find the body of a middle-aged woman. Like all the others, they can't identify her, but cover her and load her body onto a truck. They offer a single sign of respect, a farewell. On the ground, flowers and offerings of tea to mark the passing of another life. After a few seconds, crews return to the search. It is tough to cope with this scale of loss as an adult. For the young, incomprehensible.
It's too early to know how many children have been impacted by this disaster, but aid organizations believe that number will be well into the thousands and that they'll feel the psychological damage for years to come.
We've already spoken to children who are having nightmares, they're unable to sleep, they're frightened of the sea because they believe it's going to come back, they're frightened of being indoors because the building shook so violently during the earthquake. So there's absolutely a chance that many of these children are going to have difficulties, serious difficulties, coming to terms with what happened to them.
For the friends of Hiroki Sugawara, this impromptu funeral is some closure. A thank you from the family. His father covers his son and offers a final farewell to his friends. A few more seconds to cry, then Hiroki's friends move back inside the shelter to deal with what this disaster brings next. Kyungla, CNN, Rikuzen Takata, Japan.